Hello, welcome back, Recapped Mystery here. Today, I'm going to explain an American comedy film, Opposite Day. Watch out and take care. The film begins with an adult monkey named Rodriguez arriving at the Cuddly-Dine Corporation, a research and development organization specializing in inventing devices and technologies for parents and their children. Rodriguez is greeted by Dr. Godfrey Larrabee and his assistant Dimitri, who have created an experimental contraption known as the Demystifier, which they believe can help parents fluently speak the baby language. They place Rodriguez inside the machine and connect him to a baby monkey in the hopes of assisting Rodriguez in speaking and understanding the baby monkey language. Rodriguez is demystified, but the experiment goes awry, and the monkey emerges from the machine wearing a nappy and acting like a baby monkey. The gadget has transformed an adult monkey into a baby monkey. Dr. Godfrey screams in fury as he prepares to give the demystifier to his boss. The film then switches to a group of middle school students, including Samuel Benson. Carla Benson is Samuel's sister. Sue and Jasper enjoying themselves on the playground slide. Samuel complains to his pals about his parents' habit of grounding him for trivial offenses. Carla defends her parents, telling the other kids that Sam was grounded because he rubbed butter on the banister. In Sam's defense, he slid on it in his pants. Butter banister knickers. Sliding is a term used in the United States. Pastime. Sam rolls his eyes and refers to his parents as bossy, who impose arbitrary regulations on him every day in order to limit his freedom and enjoyment. Carla adds that if Sam had his way, their entire house would be a disaster, but Sam continues his outburst, calling his life unjust and claiming that he could easily take his parents' place and do what they do with ease, and that when he has children, he will let them do anything they want to Sam. Carla and the others' children are then joined by a youngster named Chaz Larrabee, who is Dr. Godfrey's son. Upon hearing their chat, Chaz states that he truly likes his father and only wishes his father played with him more. Everyone's parents arrive to pick them up, and Chaz watches his pals leave with their parents. Chaz waits for his father for an hour before he arrives to take him up. Chaz is unhappy, but when his father brings him his favorite caramel corn, he quickly forgives him. Meanwhile, Chaz is straightforward. When Sam and Carla return home, they notice their paternal grandparents, Jack and Martha, on the porch and surmise that they are on vacation. As Sam and Carla prepare to leave for their grandparents' secluded cabin, their father, Robert, tries to hug him, but Sam informs him that he is all grown up now and requests Rob not to disgrace him in front of others. Denise finds out she needs to remain back due to a work situation, and Rob decides to stay with her. Sam and Carla are angry, but Jack promises the kids that he will be there for them, that they will be having so much fun that it will be coming out of their ears. Godfrey takes his son to his office while Sam and Carla travel to their grandparents' vacation home. On the way, Sam tells Carla that if he were in charge, he would not ruin family vacation for stupid work. Meanwhile, at Cuddly-Dine, Godfrey introduces Chaz to Dimitri's son Alexia and goes to meet his boss Mr. Montgomery, who is growing increasingly impatient to see the demystifier. Godfrey and Dimitri show him a slew of junk equipment to keep him from viewing the demystifier, but Montgomery threatens to fire him if he doesn't show him the machine, leaving him with little choice. Godfrey chooses to show him the unfinished contraption somewhere else. When Martha and Jack leave, she discovers a wishing star outside Sam and Carla's room and instructs them to make a wish. Before retiring to bed at the Cuddly-Dine, Godfrey begs his son to be the test subject so he may demonstrate his boss how the machine works. Chaz is skeptical, but Godfrey is not. Reassure him that if it wasn't safe, he would not have asked him to do it. Chaz initially agrees but later changes his mind and accuses his father of using his son as a guinea pig for his experiments. Enraged, Chaz trashes the machine and it begins to malfunction. The machine begins to release white mist, which not only takes over the Cuddly-Dine headquarters but the entire city as well. When the smoke clears, Chaz reunites with Alexia, and they see that all of the adults are behaving like children who are afraid. Chaz examines Godfrey's computer in an attempt to determine what occurred. The computer reveals that the demystifier had a complete malfunction, resulting in leakage. The leakage created a mist that has taken over the entire city for a 5-mile radius, causing all family members to switch identities, with parents adopting their children's personalities and children adopting their parents. When Sam and Carla, who did not come into contact with the mist, return to the city with their grandparents, they quickly learn that the world has turned upside down. Children are driving automobiles, running for mayor, putting out fires, and police the streets. Sam's dream has come true, and he is overjoyed. He walks around this new world with a broad smile on his face, while Martha and Jack are detained by a police officer for driving a car as a kid and nearly getting ran over by a child, that is a man. Sam and Carla accompany them to the police station, where they encounter their school classmate Jasper, who has taken on the character of his calm father. Martha and Jack are brought before a judge. The judge chastises them for driving while under the influence of alcohol, running a stop sign, and attempting to bribe an officer with Girl Scout cookies. The judge condemns them to 25 years in solitary confinement. Officer Jasper drops Sam and Carla back to their home, and as they enter, they notice that the house has been turned upside down, and they wonder who ruined their entire home. Rob and Denise emerge from behind the chaos, dressed as Carla and Sam's children. Their mother and father Sam takes advantage of the chance and has Rob and Denise clean the entire house. Carla accuses him of exploiting his authority, but Sam claims that it is payback time and their parents were expecting it. Sam and Carla make their parents bathe and brush their teeth before tucking them into bed. But Sam's amusement is short-lived because the next day Rob and Denise wake up early and force Sam and Carla to make breakfast for them. While the new kids eat, someone knocks on the door. It is Sue, Carla's friend, whose mother works with Denise. Sue has taken over her mother's job and has come to pick up Carla since she has a very important presentation at work. They are running late for work, so Sue helps her pick her clothing after looking through all of Denise's wardrobe. Carla reminds her brother that they must clean up this mess because Martha and Rob are rotting in jail, but she couldn't be more wrong because they are having a great time in prison after their breakfast. Sam drives Rob and Denise to school, while Chaz continues his studies at Cuddly Dine and works on some of his father's projects when Godfrey bothers him. Chaz drives him to school every day at work. Carla's supervisor, Reynold, hands her the original copy of a moisturizer print commercial and instructs her to create 20 copies for the presentation. Carla has never used a photocopy machine before, and even professionals trouble with them, so she struggles to Xerox. Once the photocopy runs out of ink and paper, she ends up photocopying her face and arm. Carla inadvertently shreds the original copy after mistaking it for a photocopy machine when Sue comes and forces her to speed up. Carla takes the photocopies of her arm and proceeds to the conference room with her. The clients adore Carla's clothing and request that she begin the presentation. Carla sends photocopies of her arm, which resembles someone's bottom, to the conference attendees, telling them that it's a baby's bottom and coming up with a bizarre tagline for the moisturizer: smooth as a baby's bottom. Surprisingly, the clients love the concept, calling it fresh. Meanwhile, the excitement of being an adult soon wears off for Sam as he fails to find anyone to play with him. He realizes that being an adult is not fun and vows to change the world back to its original form. At a local eatery he sees Chaz on the news. Chaz is inviting people who have difficulty reaching the shelf or fitting into their clothes to visit Cuddly Dine. Chaz is taking his role very seriously. From Paris to New Delhi, expecting some pushback, Chaz employs ninjas to serve as his elite bodyguards. Chaz is no longer simple. Sam learns about Chaz's plans to establish child supremacy all over the world when he overhears Chaz talking on the phone. When he comes to pick up Godfrey from school, Sam follows him to the Cuddly Dine HQ with Rob and Denise. They gain entry into the HQ posing as tourists. He admits Rob and Denise into Cuddly Dine's daycare and goes on a tour of the company. He eventually discovers him preparing to send the demystifier's mist to every corner of the planet, just as security notices Sam poking around the firm and begins after him, but he manages to sneak away with Rob and Denise after returning home. Sam informs Carla of Chaz's nefarious plans. They then hire a baby to watch Rob and Denise before going to the police station, where they meet Jasper and inform him of Chaz's plans. In the meantime, Chaz kidnaps Robin and Denise from their home. Sam and Carla accompany Officer Jasper to Cuddly Dine HQ. Sam informs Chaz that it's all over for him, only to discover that Jasper is working with him. Chaz then reveals his ideas to debunk myths. Carla and Sam. Chaz locks them inside the machine and orders Alexia to finish demystifying the Benson family while he goes to release the birds carrying the mist. But before they can be turned into adults, Rob breaks free from captivity and saves Sam and Carla. They are surrounded by guards, but the siblings take them down using Godfrey's boxing gloves. When Chaz learns about Sam and Carla, he sends his ninjas after them, but the two quickly take them out. Sam eventually finds Chaz, but the latter freezes him with Godfrey's remote. Carla then gains access to the demystifier's control panel with Godfrey's help and malfunctions the machine, which she then helps unfreeze when Chaz freezes him again. Sam tries to persuade him by reminding him of how much he loved his father and how much his father loved him. Carla informs him that parents do so many nice things for their children, tucking them in at night, preparing dinner, showing them new things, teaching them right from wrong, taking care of them when they don't feel well, paddling their asses when they're naughty, and giving them hugs and kisses are all examples of things I do for my children. Sam reminds Chaz that they have their entire life to act like adults and that there is no need for them to rush growing up. Chaz realizes his error and chooses to recall the birds and return the world to normal. Sam and Carla are relieved to have their parents back and vow to never take them for granted again. Sam embraces his father and is no longer ashamed of it. In the meantime, Godfrey apologizes to Chaz for abandoning him and promises to give him his first priority. The film concludes with Sammy and Carla taking a family vacation while their grandparents remain imprisoned. The message of the film is that no matter what lessons we learn, we will always neglect the old. The end. Please subscribe to assist the channel, turn on notification and leave a like. Thank you for taking the time to watch. See you again soon.